What's up everybody, it's Kelsee Brianna J here with a review on two new MAC products. The products that I have are the MAC Hyper Real Glow palettes, and I have both of them. They released last Thursday on February 15th. They are in every MAC store as well as online. These palettes retail for $39.50. There's 0.15 ounces of products or 4.5 grams of product in each palette. Each palette contains 3 different colors. The imagery on MAC Cosmetics website is a little saucy. So the description says, finally something worthy of the hype. Fall fast and hard for the highlighting palette perfection of Hyper Real Glow. Each palette packs 3 hues of highlight for supercharged, ecstatic in love level radiance, available in 2 shade waves. With an irresistibly creamy powder formula, shades blend effortlessly to leave an ultra reflective yet flawlessly smooth sheen. Apply next to nothing face color as a luminous base, then add Hyper Real to amp up your glow to beaming, too good to be true brilliance. Give it to gleam beyond your dreams. Get lost in the Hyper Real. I did not use the next to nothing face base. I used my regular foundation and it was fine. So like I said, I have both of these. Here is the packaging. I think that this is really cute. So MAC has done packaging like this before with their girls palettes, which were eyeshadow palettes. I did a review on all of those a while back. So now we have the face version in this very sleek and slim packaging. This one is the It Glowin palette, and this one is the more warm toned version. You guys can see it has the gold script here and it says Hyper Real Glow. Open up the palette. They do have mirrors, so the palettes go from lightest to darkest in a gradient fashion. I'm a MAC NC42/NC43 depending on the time of the year, and this one is the one that's most complementary to my complexion. But I do have to note that both of these colors, they look pretty similar on my cheek. In the pan, they do have a slight bit of differentiation, but on my cheek, you couldn't tell a difference. And this color is a little bit darker. This one is the more bronzier one. So the lightest one, it looks really pretty on me. However, I believe if you're about an NC45 and deeper, I think that this color may be a little too light. This color blended in, it was really pretty, and this color is a little bit darker. I think that this palette is more universal than the other one. Mostly everybody can wear a golden highlight. The formulation of this palette is really good. It's very finely milled. It's very smooth. It built up really nicely on my face, so I could continuously layer it, and it gave me a really pretty highlight. However, these highlighters are a little bit sheer, so if you're a person who likes a very intense highlight right off the bat, this is not what this is. This one is very much so subdued, and so when you apply it, it's going to give you that nice sheen. The powders in here feel very nice and soft. They're super smooth and finely milled. It doesn't have any glitter particles in here, but as far as being super blinding, you are going to have to build it up a few different times as well as spray Fix Plus on it. If you're a person who likes a smoother, more subtle highlight, then I think you'll like this. If you like a very blinding highlight, I would tell you to go with the extra dimension highlighters that MAC has, but this palette is nice. Next, I have the Flash Plus All palette, and this one is the more cool toned, rosier version of the highlighter palettes that MAC came out with. And we have the 3 different powders. So this one is definitely more pinkish, champagne-ish. This highlighter palette didn't wear as well on me. I feel like the base of the colors is a little bit too silvery and not neutral enough. So this color right here looked a little white on my complexion. Same thing with this one, but this one, the middle color was a little bit more wearable. This is probably the only color from this palette that I would consistently reach for. This one is a more neutral toned tannish color. It's like a mix between silver and gold. I like colors like this for my highlight. I feel like people who are deeper than me wouldn't particularly care for this color. I recommend this palette for anybody who is very fair, maybe NC25 and up, or if you just like a silver highlight. Like I said about the other palette, the formulation is really nice. Everything still stands, no glitter, very smooth, very sheer, builds up nicely. However, this color payoff of this palette is a little bit too cool toned, and it kind of reads ashy on my complexion. But I know the first thing that you guys are thinking of when you think of a glow palette are the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kits, because she's the one who set the trend in motion to put highlighters in a palette. If I'm comparing the two on which one I prefer, I feel like these palettes serve 2 different purposes. I think that the MAC palettes are a lot more natural, a lot more buildable, a lot more everyday, and the Glow Kits are a lot more intense, a lot more in your face, very boom, very like highlight. I think that the Glow Kits are beautiful. I love them, but a lot of them do have glitter in them, and a lot of them are a little bit grittier. but it just depends on the look that I'm going for. So if I want a more intense highlight, if I want something a little bit more dramatic, I'm definitely going to grab these. But if I'm in the mood for something like an everyday natural type look, I think that these are nice. I'm going to jump into the swatches of each of these palettes, and then following that, I tried on each color from each palette on my cheeks. That way you guys can see what it looks like in action. So stay tuned for that and enjoy. Makeup climate now, do I feel like you absolutely have to have these highlighters? Because as you guys know, for the past maybe 3, maybe 4 years, it's been highlighter mania. We've done nothing but purchase highlighters. I'm sure you guys' collection overfloweth with highlighters. Do I feel like these are absolutely necessary? No. If you're looking to update your collection and get highlighters that are a little bit more subdued, something that's more wearable on an everyday level, I would say that these are nice. Not a must-have though. Thank you all so much for watching my video. If you haven't already, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with me whenever I post new content. And I will check you all in my very next one, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.